Welcome back in lecture series on topic electrochemistry. In last video, we have studied variation of conductivity with concentration. And today in this lecture, we will study the variation of molar conductivity with concentration. So in last lecture, we have studied what is meant by conductivity. Conductivity is the electrical conductance of all the ions present in unit volume of the solution. That is called as a conductivity. And this conductivity of electrolyte solution, it decreases with decrease in concentration. That means increase in dilution. What happens when the solution is diluted? Then the distance between the ions increases. The ions go away from each other, and therefore the number of ions present in 1 cm cube of solution decreases, and therefore conductivity of solution decreases with decrease in concentration, that means increase in dilution. Molar conductivity is the electrical conductance of 1 mole of electrolyte in given volume of solution. That means it is the conductance produced by all the ions of 1 mole of electrolyte in given volume of solution. That means volume may be different, that is 10 cm cube or 100 cm cube or 1000 cm cube. If 1 mole of the electrolyte is dissolved in this 10 cm cube or 100 cm cube or 1000 cm cube of solution, then the conductivity is the molar conductivity of that solution. And this conductivity depends upon the number of ions produced by the 1 mole of electrolyte in solution. Now, if this number of ions produced by 1 mole are more, then molar conductivity is more. So, if the number of ions produced in the solution by 1 mole of electrolyte is more, then molar conductivity is more, and if the number of ions produced in solution by 1 mole are less, then molar conductivity is less. Now see here, strong electrolyte such as KCl, HCl or KO3, they dissociate completely. So at all concentration, the number of ions are same in case of strong electrolyte. But in case of weak electrolyte such as acetic acid or NH4, they dissociate partially. So number of ions are less as compared to strong electrolyte. So here if you compare the molar conductivity of strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte at the same concentration, then for strong electrolyte it is more and for weak electrolyte it is less if you compare between these two at same concentration. But on dilution, if you dilute these two solutions, then molar conductivity of strong or weak electrolyte increases with increase in dilution. That means decrease in concentration. The molar conductivity of both these electrolytes, strong as well as weak electrolyte, increases with increase in dilution. That means see here, you know that molar conductivity is expressed in Siemens centimeter square per mole. If you observe the values of molar conductivity at different concentration of HCl, that is HCl is a strong electrolyte, KCl also strong electrolyte, and acetic acid and ammonia hydroxide, these are weak electrolyte. And if you compare these, if you observe and compare these values, then see here the molar conductivity when concentration is 0.1, molar conductivity of strong electrolyte is 391.3 and that of the acetic acid is 5.2. But if you go on increasing the dilution or decreasing the concentration, then what happens? What is your observation? See here, when it is 0.01, then molar conductivity of HCl is 412.0. Here also it is increased from 5.2 to 16.3. Here when concentration is 0.001, molar conductivity of HCl is 421.4, whereas of acetic acid it is 49.2. But when the solution is very dilute, that is concentration is 0, then the HCl has, that is strong electrolyte, has molar conductivity 426.2, whereas for acetic acid it is 390.2. And if you observe this difference, that is variation of molar conductivity of strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, and if you compare it, then this increase is not much, but this increase is very large. From 49.2 to it becomes 390.7, whereas here for strong electrolyte it is 421.4 to 426.2. So the variation of the molar conductivity with concentration of strong and weak electrolyte is different, and the molar conductivity of solution of strong electrolyte increases with dilution as well as of weak electrolyte. We will see how it increases with dilution of strong electrolyte. So in case of strong electrolyte, if you plot the graph of the values of molar conductivity against square root of the concentration, then the molar conductivity of KCl as well as HCl go on increasing with increase in dilution. See here, when concentration is 0.1, the molar conductivity is less, and if you go on decreasing the concentration or increasing the dilution, molar conductivity goes on increasing. So molar conductivity reaches the limiting value for 0.001 molar or 0.0001 molar dilution, molar concentration of solution. That means what? Further dilution has no effect on molar conductivity. So maximum limit is achieved. So maximum limiting value of molar conductivity is the molar conductivity at zero concentration or at infinite dilution, and it is denoted by lambda 0. See here, this is a straight line, and if you extrapolate this, then you can get the point where it intersects y-axis. That will give you the molar conductivity at zero concentration or at infinite dilution. So lambda 0 is the molar conductivity at zero concentration, or it is also called as a molar conductivity at infinite dilution. This is the molar conductivity of KCl and HCl. The point of intersection of this y-axis gives you what? The molar conductivity at zero concentration. And scientist Kohlhardt studied these graphs of different strong electrolytes, and he found that the molar conductivity of strong electrolytes varies linearly. This variation of molar conductivity with concentration, with dilution, is linear with square root of concentration. And the relation between the molar conductivity and the molar conductivity at zero concentration he has given, and that is what? Lambda is equal to lambda 0 minus A into square root of the concentration, that is C, where this A is constant and it depends upon the type of electrolyte. So molar conductivity of solution of weak electrolyte also, you know that it increases with dilution. And if you see here the acetic graph of acetic acid, then the molar conductivity of acetic acid is less than the strong electrolyte, as it is below the graph of the plot of the strong electrolyte. So at first, that is whenever the concentration is more, then molar conductivity is less for weak electrolyte also. But as you go on increasing the dilution, go on decreasing the concentration, then molar conductivity goes on increasing, and after some time it suddenly increases and it is parallel to the y-axis, that is molar conductivity. Suddenly it increases. This change is not linear one. So variation of molar conductivity of weak electrolyte with square root of concentration, it is not linear. So we cannot extrapolate this, and therefore we cannot find out the molar conductivity at zero concentration of weak electrolyte like strong electrolyte. So molar conductivity of strong electrolyte at zero concentration can be determined by extrapolation of the linear part, this linear part of the molar conductivity versus the concentration, square root of the concentration. But the same, by using same method, we cannot calculate the molar conductivity at zero concentration, that is limiting value of molar conductivity for weak electrolyte solution, and therefore the Kohlhardt law is applied to calculate molar conductivity at zero concentrations. Thank you.